Why water was the first mirror, reflective pools in goddess rites and prophecy. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Mirror series, where we explore mirrors not as objects of vanity, but as sacred interfaces once used to speak with gods, consult the future, and calibrate consciousness to realms beyond the visible. In this video, we return to the most ancient mirror of all, one that existed before tools, before metal, and before humans had a name for what they were doing. Today, we're exploring why water was the first mirror, and why still water was regarded as a holy interface for prophecy, goddess rites, and communication with the other world. Before we could polish stone, forge bronze, or manufacture glass, humans encountered one naturally reflective surface again and again: still water. Whether in lakes, wells, sacred pools, or hand-carved basins, water revealed something extraordinary. It didn't just reflect light. It reflected back presence. It created an image, but more importantly, it created a field. One that changed depending on who approached it, how they approached it, and what state they were in. The mirror of water wasn't just physical, it was responsive. Archaeological records and spiritual texts across cultures tell us that standing water, especially when still, darkened, or lit by moonlight, was used for prophetic seeing long before any formal systems of magic were developed. This practice is now called hydromancy, but it predates that term by millennia. The Sumerians used water bowls during temple rituals to receive omens and observe celestial alignment. In ancient Egypt, sacred lakes were constructed beside temples, not just for purification, but for ritual reflection. Priestesses of Hathor and Isis would gaze into still water to read signs, commune with divine archetypes, and interpret dream transmissions. These lakes weren't aesthetic, they were optical altars. In ancient Greece, water oracles predate the more famous Delphi. At the Temple of Clarium, priests used pools to divine by observing ripples and reflections. At Dodona, water and sound were used together, rippling pools near sacred oak trees that spoke in dream and trance. The combination of element, symbol, and vibration made water a multi-dimensional tool, not just for reflection, but for immersion in psychic pattern. And it wasn't just the Greeks. Among the Celts, sacred wells were sites of direct communion with the goddess and the underworld. Offerings were dropped into water as both communication and payment. In return, messages were given in the form of visions, dreams, or what we now call mirror flashes, those sudden inner pictures that arrive without logic, but carry symbolic weight. What made water the preferred medium for so many early rituals wasn't just its accessibility. It was its responsiveness to environmental stillness and human emotion. Water reacts to movement, to breath, to sound, and to intention. That makes it more than symbolic. It makes it energetically alive. Unlike a metal mirror that passively reflects whatever's in front of it, a pool of water, especially one set within ritual space, behaves like a sensor. If the practitioner is anxious, the hand trembles and the surface shifts. If the breath is erratic, the ripples distort the field. If the question being asked is unstable, the mirror of water becomes unreadable. This is why in nearly every hydromantic tradition, stillness is required. Physical stillness, emotional stillness, atmospheric stillness. The practitioner must settle the field before they can perceive anything clearly. This teaches more than technical discipline. It teaches psycho-spiritual alignment. You cannot see clearly in water until you have cleared yourself. And for this reason, water mirrors weren't just used to get answers. They were used to become worthy of receiving them. Water also became inseparably linked to the divine feminine across many cultures, particularly in connection with the moon.